this is us, I guess, episode 2, on our way to work, running like 15 minutes late, about.
Yeah.
A little more.
About there.
What do you want to talk about besides women hating? And what else can we avoid? Let's avoid black on black violence, because we talk about that a lot during the day, which is, I don't know, I feel like that's a trend. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You kind of brought that up.
Right, you're right. I feel like we should avoid that. But today's like a cookie exchange at work. I've never done a cookie exchange. I almost feel like, what do? You just go around and just offer people cookies in exchange for one of their cookies or something. So of course our cookies are orange cinnamon rolls and not cookies at all.
Yeah, it's the good brand too, by the way. It's that Pillsbury stuff.
Although I was really busy yesterday, and I set a timer, not a big timer, I set a timer, and I went upstairs to tell Chu that, hey, when you hear the timer go off, get them out of the oven.
What are you talking about? You said you got distracted by someone else's question.
But I went upstairs, and as someone asked me a question, it was actually this other guy, Steven. He's got computer questions for days, but he asked me a question, and I totally didn't pop in on Chu to say, hey, check the timer. And so instead of baking for 15 minutes, they baked for like 40 minutes, and we lost half of them. So hopefully we don't get more than 18 cookies, because we only have 18 cinnamon rolls instead of 30 something, 32 of them, I think.
We lost about 12, right?
Right.
In that batch?
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, another news. Last week I went airsofting with a co-worker / buddy of mine. I thought it was entertaining. Had about 3 hours worth of cardio. It wasn't that bad. That was after my workout session too, so
I don't think it counts though. I mean, sure it counts.
Yeah, it does.
I feel like any kind of activity counts. But here's the other thing though.
What?
You ate 40 chicken nuggets.
Nothing wrong with that.
There is everything wrong with that. Everything wrong with that. It turns out chicken nuggets are not like made from the whole pink slime thing that people are saying that they're made from, and so I don't know. After watching, you know how people talk about the whole how it's made, and then you look at it, you're like, oh my god, I'm never gonna eat that again. Well, I watched the how it's made on chicken nuggets, and I rushed off to McDonald's to get chicken nuggets, and the lady at McDonald's wasn't super stoked about it, because we show up and we're like, we need 80 chicken nuggets, and first we were like, we need 60. She's like, 60? I was like, 60. And then Patrick's like, oh, I want 20. So I was like, all right, we need 80 chicken nuggets. Needless to say, they had us pull to the side and wait. The secondary checkpoint.
Wait, what?
No. Anyway, but yeah, so you did exercise, but you ate 40 chicken nuggets.
Well, yeah. And the only thing I had else that day was breakfast. And maybe a protein shake. That was it. And lots of water.
Which is important with
the amounts of chicken nuggets that I had.
600 grams of sodium or something.
I think it was more than 600 grams. I seriously had a headache after eating that many chicken nuggets.
I can't eat 40 chicken nuggets.
Which tells me they're high in sodium.
They're super high in sodium.
Yeah.
It was a great start.
Yeah.
Shake me to orgasm. So this morning when I was reading through the news, there is a company based out of California called Italian Designs, and Designs is spelled with an E, D-E-S-I-G-N-E-S. And I don't know if they do like a bunch of them, or if they just did one and it was showcased, or I don't know what the circumstances are. But anyway, they've got a Lamborghini Diablo replica that they made, and apparently some guy bought it. It looks like a Diablo plus a little bit. Like it I don't know how else to describe it. I guess I'll have to show you pictures of it.
Like
but it looks like
updated Diablo.
No, like I don't want to make some stereotypes, but you know when you got a Honda Civic
They throw a Diablo kit on it.
and throw any kit on it?
Yeah.
That's what this looks like. It looks like a Diablo that's not quite right. But I mean, that's what you get when you get a replica thing, right? So anyway, like the MR2 Ferrari replicas and stuff. But it doesn't look quite right. But it has a, I think it's rear wheel drive. I'll have to take a look. But it's got an LS1 in it instead of the Diablo. Actually has a 12 cylinder, but it's got an LS1 with a, I think I read that it was a 6-speed out of something else. But, excuse me. But anyway, the seller's asking $49,000 for it.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, you're in R35 territory there.
Yeah.
Like 09 R35s, but I think that's the better way to go. I'm not awake yet.
Yeah. Neither am I.
I didn't bring clothes to work on Caitlin's car.
Well, you have until when she gets back, right?
Just the 4th, yeah.
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 She's leaving tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be alright.
Yeah, you're sure fine.
So here's a question.
What?
How do you feel about us putting a light right there, like a wide angle light that shoots on our face? Probably not.
Well, as long as it's not too bright, you should be fine.
Right. Either that or we'll have to drive with the top down in this weather.
Right.
Although that's not bad.
And I just don't.
Good job. So Chew's stalling, and I'm not gonna make any excuses for his other driving. He's not a bad driver. He's slow sometimes. He's an old man driver.
Yep.
Who wants an NSX? We'll get into that in a second. But this is, we should probably talk about this if we're gonna be in this car for a while. This is a 2001, I think. It might be a 2002. I don't remember. It's an NB Mazda Miata, and it's supercharged. But especially in cold weather, because the car was never designed to be supercharged, and it is a hot side mounted supercharger. You've got all of the air volume that is from the hot side all the way out to a front mount intercooler, and then into the intake manifold. All of that air was never designed to be measured from the air meter. I forgot what it's called. It's an air meter. Anyway, it's really early. So what happens is the ECU isn't really sure what to do about that extra volume of air, and so it stalls out if you drop the RPMs too quickly. So the rule of thumb here is like rev down, engine braking, and then clutch instead of just clutch. So that's that. But anyway, so I guess that'll give us something to talk about now that we're like 9 minutes in, and everyone's stopped watching this by now. Is that?
Oh, by the way, it's fast. It's really easy to be a jackass in this car.
Right. So it's 252 horsepower. I don't remember what the torque numbers are. I'd have to look at the dyno sheet again, but it moves really quick for a light car. It's Miata. Anyway, so Chew, getting into that, Chew drives really, really slow. Like, he doesn't do it in this car, I've noticed, or at least not most of the time. Right now, he's actually doing 5 over and about to kill some pedestrians, and us, it looks like. Yeah! Oh, it's a lady with a stroller who's running for the bus. You're not going to make that bus. Is she going to make the bus?
I believe she is.
I think she's going to make the bus.
And I stole.
You stall again? So it's raining now, so obviously, and it's really cold, so it's actually really easy for about 5 under the speed limit, it's infuriating, especially if he has to follow you, because then you have to drive slow. But he drives an MR2, second gen MR2 NA, aspiring for a turbo. Although I think we're going to try to just move him off the MR2s and onto something better. You stalled again. Look at you. And anyway, like, it seems like your dream car is an NSX.
One of the
Okay, so
one of them.
in order, first being the highest priority, top 3.
Priority, huh?
Okay, yeah, but here, let's actually add a different one. So a lot of people play the game of, oh, list 10 cars that you would have in your garage. And then there's another one, and maybe we'll play that one later. But for this example, top 3, number 1 being the highest priority, and, you know, moving in order. But you can only have one of them. You can't have all 3.
What?
Yeah. So instead of going, oh, I want this, this, and this, you got to go, I want this first, but if I can't have that, then I'll want this. And if I absolutely can't have that, then I'll settle for this. So what's your top 3?
Oh, man. See, no, that's going to be hard.
I know. It's
Very hard.
The second game that maybe we'll play next time, tomorrow, in fact, yeah, that'll be our talking point for tomorrow. Top 10 cars that you absolutely refuse to have in your garage. But for now, top 3, number 1 being the highest priority in order, but you can only have one of them. You can't have all 3.
Oh, man.
Alright.
Okay.
So what's number 1?
I would say the NSX. Just
So
because it has that whole, let's see, Italian style kind of influence. Pop-up lights and body lines.
Instead of an Italian car? So you're like, oh, I want a car that has an influence of Italians but isn't Italian?
Yeah, but once we start going to that, it's like, start thinking of maintenance and upkeep. And
Let's just, okay. The way that normally this game would be played, you know, any car, you don't have to worry about maintenance, you don't have to worry about fuel economy, you don't have to worry about anything. You just have the car, you enjoy it, and for all intents and purposes, you live a carefree life forever.
Yeah, see, now here's the problem with that. Because, like, if you ask that question, anybody, everyone is going to say supercar, Italian supercar.
Would they? I wouldn't say an Italian supercar. Italian supercar wouldn't be in my top 3.
Really?
Okay, it might be my number 3rd, maybe, but I'd have to think long and hard on it.
Okay. Well, not counting the given answer, supercars and blah, blah, blah.
No, go. Like, seriously. For the sake of why you would want it, like, top 3, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be an Italian supercar if that's what you're looking for.
Okay, well, I'm not looking at that, so I'll just say the NSX for now.
Okay, and we're talking first NSX, not the new Tony Stark NSX.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Because that one's not in production yet, so I don't count those.
Right.
And then the MK4 Supra.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow, okay. MK4 Supra. You just stalled again.
Hey, not my problem.
Is it just stalling at 1,000?
Yeah, it's just stalling at 1,000.
Alright.
Just
Still good. Oh, you know what? This'll help. I need to turn off the wipers. Alright.
And then my third one, what was it? That's kind of like,
Which one? That's really important. If you say
R34.
R30, okay. I was gonna say, if you say R33, we have to, like, get you out of this car and I'll figure out a different, I don't know. Alright. So I understand in your kind of way why you want the NSX. I get that. Why would you want the
No, it's a given. In a way, the Toyota Supra is a Toyota Supra.
Okay.
Its own kind of deal.
So we just talked about how you drive really slow, generally speaking.
Yeah.
And you want a car that's known for just going fast. Like
Yeah.
the NSX makes sense because it's not that quick of a car. It's just very agile. Okay. And the R34, that just makes sense. That should be on everybody's list.
Yeah.
All right. So my three, I'm gonna have to say it would be, assuming that it was in great condition, R34 GTR,
Mm-hmm.
and if not that, R35 GTR, and if not that, and this is like fucking genie in a bottle wishes, like, oh, you can't have that car, even though, like, again, money, nothing matters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just, I want this car, bam, your car. But if for some reason I couldn't have those two cars, like, my brain wants to go R32, but I don't think I'd want an R32. I honestly think that I'd just give up on life, and that's where I'd put in one of the Italian supercars. I'd have to go, like, you know, the best Italian supercar, quote unquote, that I've driven, that was, I don't know, I didn't feel like I hated, was the 458.
Okay.
I guess,
Wait,
yeah.
but then... Okay.
But what?
You said that was the only Italian supercar that you had a chance to drive?
No. I've driven many Italian supercars, but I feel like
the other ones except this one.
I don't feel like I could drive, like, so the, like, let's look at, for example, the Ferraris. I drove a 430, and it was a 430 Spider, actually, and that one was just, it was fun, but I felt like, I mean, so bear in mind, you know, I guess when we were talking about it, we said, okay, like, you can have, you know, like, you just get the car, you don't have to worry about anything else, life is grand, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing to count in is that we're in Oregon, like, right, like, we have shitty lighting right now because we can't do anything about the lighting. It's super rainy weather and whatever.
No, mountains all cloud and gray.
Yeah, so that guy's LEDs are fucked up. Anyway,
What that's his problem?
yeah, but the idea there is that, like, the 430 Spider, like, you can only really enjoy that a couple months out of the year here.
Spider. That's a convertible one, right?
It is, yeah. Essentially, if you hear Spider, imagine no top, which doesn't make any sense. I've never seen topless Spiders.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go look that up.
I hate convertibles.
Right. So, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. You know what? If you had unlimited mileage, I'd almost say like a Tesla. Like if you just didn't have to worry about any, like, it just had unlimited, like,
Yeah.
I'd say a Tesla.
Yeah.
They're not bad. I don't like the fact that they're 4 doors. I'm not a fan of 4 doors, but
I would like
on
to see the
anything.
roadster back though.
Yeah, I'd like to see new and improved roadster.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting. Isn't it Spiker that does the electric cars? I think it is. I think it's Spiker that does the electric cars. And I feel like they filed for bankruptcy or bankruptcy protection, like,
Are you talking
every
about
year.
Fisker?
Fisker, yes.
Fisker's gone.
Yeah, you're right. But
Fisker.
Spiker actually filed for bankruptcy the other day. You're right, though.
Huh.
I'm sorry. It's Fisker, but I feel like Fisker's filed for bankruptcy protection over and over and over again, but now you're right, they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were trying to make like sub $40,000 electric car, but
Yeah.
I guess they took these shortcuts, and then one of the cars or two of their cars caught on fire.
But Teslas have caught on fire.
Yeah, but that's after hitting something like really hard, and like compromising the battery and stuff like that. Fisker just out in
for
the
no
parking lot,
reason.
short, and then caught him short.
Gotcha.
I'm like, shit, dude. Like, yeah. So many like green companies went under recently.
Because what a lot of people don't know
Yeah.
is that Elon Musk is actually part of the mob syndicate.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he's a mobster.
I don't get it.
No, that's why all these other green companies are going under.
Oh, right.
Because he's shaking them down like, hey, it's my turf. You get out of here.
Right. This guy who's part of SpaceX.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's told like the real life Tony Stark. Like,
Kind of. I mean, the thing is, I don't know. I don't want to say that. Like, I feel like there's innovators that do a lot more. But what's interesting is, you know how they're talking about doing their channel of sorts, their train.
yeah, the one that's supposed to connect was it San Francisco to LA or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. Yeah, and they were talking about budget and how it's going to be kind of expensive and whatever. Anyway, something that's kind of interesting about that is that the engineers, or various different engineers, have stepped up and said, we'll do this for free. You guys make it a reality, we'll do it for free. We'll do all the work for free.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you still have a bajillion dollars in materials and permits and digging and all that, but that's what they were talking about. They were like, hey, if you guys decide to set up like an electric platform or whatever it was, there was already talks of some kind of platform that they were going to do that with, and I don't know if it was maglev or maybe that's what the new one is, maglev, but they found that over X amount of time, and it's not a tremendous amount of time, that Musk's design was actually the more economy solution. So anyway, we're almost at work, guys, and this was kind of I don't want to say a bust video, but we're 22 minutes in. I don't really feel like we had a whole lot of great conversation. We had 9 minutes of nonsense. So we're going to go ahead and cut it here. But tomorrow's topic, 10 cars you absolutely refuse to have in your garage.
I guess.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.